supporting Hawaii's teachers with integration of standards, curriculum, and technology. This is eTech Connections. This feature explores the work of David Arakaki and his world of robots and computers in classrooms. What we have nicknamed Robotics 101 is an ESL summer school program with 7th graders at Moanalua Middle School. The program integrates robotics for the betterment of society with web and video communications to promote the student products.
Then we start to make our own invention.
It's really cool if you build something different. After we build it, then we hook it up to the computer.
Oh, the way the teachers teach the course is great.
The robotics program is actually something that I think it started in Honolulu District and it went through the Central District. We got involved in Moanalua Middle School, got involved with it last year. What the Central District did was they got a grant where they supplied 5 of these Fisher Technic robotic kits to most of the middle schools in the Central District. And they ran workshops where we could help the students, where teachers could learn how to use the kits and implement a program here at our school. It was up to us whether we use a after school or in classroom program. Using technology in a classroom is hard because of limited resources. In my classroom during the regular school year, I have 2 to 3 computers depending on what needs to be done, if the internet is involved or not. And it's hard. It's very hard to get 30 students or 30 plus students to be involved in technology with just 2 to 3 computers in the classroom. And we have a lab that we go to once in a while, but we share it between all the 50 teachers here. When we got involved with ESL and we were able to use robotics as part of the ESL program, what it allowed us to do is infuse a lot of different other things into it. Because the ESL program, what it actually does is it encourages us to teach through technology. Have the kids learn through technology and as much technology as possible. So this summer we've used the robotics kits as just a tool. They learn how to use the parts and learn to use the models that we've given them. But in the end, we want them to build things that help society. Think a little about the social side of it, and also they're able to. There's enough resources which ESL gives us to do web paging. They do video editing. They have to use different types of technology to bring out what the robotics actually is. We've had so much success, I think, mainly because we've made an after-school program and the kids who are here want to be here.
Oh.
They come from all different kinds of backgrounds, but yet when they get here, because they want to be here and they are interested in the robotics, they're always thinking about how they can change things, how they can work with the kids. So for us, it's been great. We want it to be fun for them, so we said, hey, build this, figure out how it does it. If you can't, we'll help you out with it. It's teamwork, problem solving, that was our goal. We haven't worked much into the content standards as far as math, as far as science and social studies and English. We're slowly trying to think about ways that we can get it involved. We started with the technology standards, problem solving through technology, and that's exactly what robotics is. It's technology. The kids love working with this stuff. They love seeing what kinds of things they can build with it. We all have different things that we look at when we see these robotics kits. When I look at the robotics kits, I look at it as just building things for the kids and then to problem solve. The science part about it, when Rory comes around, the science part, he comes around, he talks to the students, he tells them, hey, what if you did this? Would it change how it does this? It's a science part. He's thinking the science way. And Alex is actually the English person who is always asking them, hey, how do you feel about this? Reflecting about it. And so it's helped us to take many steps, to upgrading the program. And if it was only one dimension, if I only taught the math side and if Rory had only taught the science side, I don't think it would have been where it is now. Our main hurdle was the kits itself. They're so expensive, and we've tried to branch out as much as possible. During the regular school, we had 5 kits, so we wanted to start off slow. We could only accept 20 kids into our after-school program because we wanted to use just 4 kits and have 1 as a spare. Here in the ESL program, it's a summer school program, and again, it was first come, first serve. We tried to get our site coordinator to keep the class as small as possible, but we have 20 in one class and we have 25 in another class, and so we had to use all of the kits. We're having problems with spare parts now. But again, resources is that was the hardest challenge, you know, because there's still a few parts missing in each of these kits. And when we actually have the kids build it, there's no sensor here, there's only one, we need two. You know, so it's improvising for the kids, be aware of what you can do with each program. You know, because we've had to tell them, okay, how about if you put a switch here instead of a sensor, because we don't have a sensor. The engineers actually use these exact kits to build models. It's a very powerful tool for all the kids. They're slowly learning that imagination allows them to build anything they want, and it's a problem-solving, critical thinking type of thing, because they need to figure out not only how to put it together, but also how to make the computer program tell it how to work. They're always thinking about how they can change things, how they can work with the kits. The robotics kits are always working teams. Each person has a role. One person builds it, one person wires it up. One person is a computer programmer, so there's a mechanical engineer, an electrical engineer, computer programmer. So each person has a hand in building this, you know, using technology to build this, to problem solve, and it's a team. You know, there's just one computer, but yet this kit allows 5 people to work on it. 5 kits, or maybe 4 or 5 computers, and the whole class is involved in technology. And it's been a very good education experience for us as teachers also. You know, we're telling them 5 minutes before the bell rings to clean up, and they don't want to, you know, because they want to keep on going, It's so engaging.
It's really fun. We get to make different models, and then after that, if we have any problems, then we have to figure out what's wrong.
They're actually thinking about it, not just doing it. It's amazing. You know, they keep, I mean, this is the second time around for me, and the comments just amaze me all the time. You know, they learn a lot more from these kits and doing these kits than anything they'll read in a book, I think.
I learned a lot of stuff.
I learned troubleshooting, cooperation, leadership skills, different things.
I learned how traffic light works. I learned how the winch worked. I learned what a winch was. I learned how an automatic door has sensors and how many things have sensors, how teamwork works.
Well, when I was young, I was building Legos. That I had some experience. So like, I'm mostly the mechanic engineer. I build things.
Teamwork is a very difficult thing for me. I don't know about other people's, but I have trouble getting along with other people because I like to stick to my ideas. But teamwork is very important in succeeding, because you always got to listen to other people, and maybe they have a better idea than you, and then you want to follow that. But if you never listen to them, then you'll never get the chance or opportunity to actually find out if they have something better.
The kids will rise to the occasion, I think, and I think the main thing to other teachers would be to not underestimate them.
Inventing something is hard.
eTech Connections thanks David Arakaki, his colleague Randy Kiriou, and the eCell organizers and students who made Robotics 101 possible. Do utilize the resources David has provided on the eTech Connections website, including the project outline, standards met, information on the robotics kits, and samples of student work. Also, feel free to explore our website for other overview and feature videos, workshop offerings, tips on getting grants, and more. Robotics 101 has been a Lealoha production of the Educational Technology Department, College of Education, University of Hawaii.